Today I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial about my natural hair journey. So as you can see, this is my natural hair. You make soap and then it comes soap.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to August Everyday. I am alone today because I will be talking about my hair. I've been wanting to do a natural hair video for a very long time because when I did my big chop, I was on YouTube, hey, looking for anyone that had a hair type that even resembled the hair that I used to have. I loved it, it inspired me, it kept me going on my natural hair journey, and I thought I would share mine with you guys. In June of 2016, I had this friend and she had this beautiful curly hair and I really admired her hair, and I was just like, but my hair used to be curly, you know, and now my hair is completely straight. In high school, I had this really long hair. My hair was long all the way down to my bum, and I hated it. It was so thick, it was so heavy, it was so difficult to handle, and I had no idea what to do with this curly hair. I would tie it up in a ponytail. My pony would be this thick, literally this thick. If I tried conditioner wouldn't work, it would just frizz. If my mom rolled my hair out or blew it out for me, it didn't work because it would frizz. If it rained, it was like Murphy's Law. Every time my hair was straight, it would rain and it would just go poof. If I wet it, it wouldn't completely dry and then it would smell. A guy that sat behind me in class was like, why does your hair smell like that? And I was just like, I don't know how to handle it. My mom didn't know how to handle it, and nobody around me had hair like mine. So my best friend in high school lived pretty much up the road from me, and we would visit each other after school. And one day I saw her with a ceramic hair straightener, and she was like, she had like wavy hair, her hair wasn't curly, but she was straightening it and it was sleek and it looked amazing. And I was just like, wow, I mean, this hair straightener is working for Daniela, it can work for me. So I borrowed it from her, straightened my hair, and I never looked back after that. I think there were very few times where I actually wore my hair curly after that. About a year or two later, my mom also got into like this hair straightening. She bought a GHD, and at that time GHD was like the Mustang of hair straighteners, and I would like sneak into a cupboard and use that thing and just straighten my hair all the time. I hated my hair because I felt like I couldn't fit in anywhere. You know, my dad's hair, my dad was Indian and his hair was completely straight, and his family's hair was straight. Most of my dad's family's hair was straight, or is straight. And my mom was Siswati from Swaziland, and her family's hair is really curly, coarse, krus, what we call krus here in South Africa. And they made me, and I ended up with this. So nobody kind of knew how to handle this hair. So I just kind of wanted to fit in, and I thought the best way to do that was to straighten my hair with a hot iron. And that's what I did for many, many years. I think I was 16 years old when I started putting heat on my hair. And by the time I turned 26, I had this issue with my thyroid, and I didn't pick it up. It took me a while to pick up that that's what was happening. I gained all this weight and my hair was falling out like crazy. And on top of that, I was using heat. I was dyeing my hair, peroxiding my hair far too much, and my hair began to break and thin. I decided to take the plunge and do the big chop, and my hair was pretty long. To me it was pretty long, it was like everything, because I love long hair. And I just decided to chop it, and we cut it here. Wow. And even though we had cut a lot of the damage off, it seems like 90% of my hair was damaged, because my hair would curl, like this much of my hair would curl and the rest of it was dead straight because it was so damaged. But eventually I left and I stopped using heat for a while. I started using natural hair products that don't contain silicones, parabens and sulfates, and I saw a bit of a difference. After a few months I got really frustrated because I could see that my hair wanted to curl, but it just wasn't getting there because it was so dead on the bottom. So I grabbed a small pair of surgical scissors that I used to cut my false lashes, and I cut my hair, and I cut a lot of it off, and eventually I saw some progress. I could see that my hair was curling somewhat, so I was happy. and I left it for a really long time. And about a year later, or over a year later, I was pregnant and my hair had grown quite a bit, and I decided that I wanted it one length because the layers were just looking too weird and didn't make sense to me. So we chopped it again to one length, and yeah, it was healthy, it looked good. We chopped it, we dyed it, and I left it for a while. That was just after I gave birth to Ezra, like about a month or two after I gave birth to Ezra. My initial big chop was on the 11th of June 2016, and I documented that date because I really wanted to track my progress. And this is where I'm at. I'm really happy with my hair. My hair isn't perfect, but it's much better than it was. And there's still a little bit of dye that I want to grow out and cut, but I'm happy with how it looks. I'm really happy with how it looks. I've fallen in love with my hair all over again. I do use heat sometimes, ceramic heat even, but I think my hair has bounced back pretty well and it handles the heat pretty well, but I don't use it excessively the way that I used to. Yeah, that was my hair. For me, it was definitely a journey of loving myself the way that God made me and not changing because I wanted to fit in. So I really love my curly hair, and I hope that you love yours, and I hope that this video has inspired you to see how really bad my hair was to where it is now. I think it's made a good recovery in the past 2 years. My goal is to have my hair super long, like really long, all the way down to my bum again. I just want long curly hair, and it will make my life, it will make me really happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you are inspired. I hope that your curly hair journey is a fruitful one. If you have any questions, comments, stuff like that, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon with another video.